Have you ever been all of a sudden exhausted, tired, fatigued, where you felt like somebody pulled the energy out of your battery and boom, you cannot keep your eyes open, your body feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds, and you're just spent. You're just fatigued and just completely just unable to move on with your day, but you cannot go home. Okay, Teresa, so we did a little process to help you. You would describe to me what it was you were feeling before we did one of the guided processes that I walked you through.
Very tired. It's heavy and tired.
Okay. And so it's been about 30 minutes, roughly about 30 minutes since we did the process. How did you feel right after, and how do you feel now?
I felt very full of energy right after, and even now I still feel kind of like a buzz, feeling some energy for sure, and I feel clearer. My eyes feel more open. They were very tired and heavy earlier. I feel clear and open and awake.
Was the process painful at all to do?
No, it was fun.
It was
actually.
fun?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it all the time.
Do you think it'll be easy for you to remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Very easy, very simple.
You can do it anytime, anywhere?
Anywhere. Yeah, you don't have to. It's nothing I have to do to hide in the corner, so you just do it wherever you're at really quickly, and it does feel really nice, and I do feel much more energy. Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, if that's ever happened to you, or let's say you just have a general feeling of uneasiness, maybe you were fine and happy, and maybe somebody said something that triggered you. Now you're nervous, you're anxious, maybe you're stressed, maybe you got some bad news, or maybe you saw some figures and it freaked you out. Whatever the case may be, it's basically a general feeling of malaise on your body. You just don't feel good. Well, it's easy peasy to get rid of that feeling, just like that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to do the 2 quick sighs followed by an exhale. We're gonna do 3 sets, so follow along with me. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. That's 3 sets of 3, 2 physiological sighs followed by an exhale. That is a quick brain hack that touches the hippocampus at the base of the brain. It's at the center of your brain where it controls your fight or flight system. And if you look at children, when children are either children or an adult that gets into an ugly cry where they're just wah, wah, they go that's because the body, the brain knows instinctively that that's what needs to be done in order to hack that reptilian center of the brain where the hippocampus is, and it automatically bypasses and appeases everything, and it slows down your heart rate, allowing you to breathe normally again and to get the oxygen that you need so that you don't continue with this hyperventilation movement that is common when you are having a big ugly cry. So if you want more information on that, I would really recommend that you go to Dr. Andrew Huberman's podcast on YouTube. He has all the science there. Him, along with Dr. David Spiegel, also of the Stanford Research Institute. There's a gentleman who actually studies out of UCLA that also has plenty of research on this. James Nestor, in his book Breathe, also talks about the 2 physiological sighs followed by the exhale. You don't need to get into all the neurophysiology and the neurochemistry and neuroendocrinology about it. You just need to know that if you do the 2 quick sighs followed by an exhale, and the key is to do 3 sets of 3, that will instantly resolve and dissolve that feeling of angst, worry, nervousness, uneasiness, freaking out, PTSD. It'll allay that sensation and put you back in balance again. So moving on to step 2, so that you're able to really completely, you don't want this partially done, you want this completely done so that you completely have a clear mind brain fog gone, heaviness of the body lifted. So as you know, and because I know you're aware of these type of things, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this type of video, you know that the quickest way to change any kind of mental feeling that affects the body is through state control and through changing your physiology. So that's what we did with the first instruction that I gave you of the 2 physiological sighs, followed by the exhale. Step 2 is going to be hold up your hand, look at your knuckle, and you're going to keep your hand steady and your head steady. The only thing that's going to move is your hand and your eyes. The rest of you will stay still, and you're going to want to stand hip width apart, totally straight, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to repeat that one more time, and you don't need to do it as quick as I do. You can do it slower if that feels better. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. Okay, this is an eye movement desensitization technique. Now, anytime you have any kind of bad feeling or emotion in any way, shape, or form, doing this will dissolve and resolve, and it is another brain hack. Again, Dr. Andrew Huberman, there's a lady who originally brought this to Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's a neuroscientist at Stanford Research Institute. He also specializes in ophthalmology, does research on humans and on rats. Brilliant mind, I must say. Incredible research that he's doing. Soon we'll have him on our show here, Love and Money Secrets TV. But the bottom line is this works. So that's step 2 to this process. The third step, which is what's going to seal the deal, is you're going to put your hands out and you're going to open them, fan them out as much as you can. And you're going to lift them high. By lifting them in this manner, you are increasing your willpower. Dr. Cynthia Sue Larson, who is a physicist from Berkeley, who also is a PhD. She's a PhD also in divinity. She has multiple martial arts and theological degrees and so forth. Quantum physicist, incredible research, but this is who I learned this from. She has like 5 or 6 different poses, one of them being this, where you increase your willpower by putting your hands like this. And if you go into the victory pose, that is going to increase your testosterone. The hands, you can do that for 15 to 30 seconds. I like to do it for 30 seconds. And then you're going to go into a fist position, and now you're going to bounce on the balls of your feet. If you watch boxers bounce on the balls of their feet. The benefit to this is that you automatically and simultaneously are obtaining a lymphatic flush. So instead of your lymph sitting stagnant in the joints and the different parts of where you have lymph clusters throughout your body, you are now moving them around, which moves your energy. I take it a step further, and in addition to holding my hands up, you're going to do this for 2 minutes, I also twist the fists in both directions so that the synovial fluid in each one of my shoulders benefits. And then I like to add the hip twist too, for the exact same reason, so that my hip joints get the benefit of swishing around not only my lymphatics, but also the synovial fluid that are found on each hip joint. Now, I normally count I count to 120 twice. As I do this, I also look in the mirror. If you're at work, you're not going to have a mirror, so it won't matter. I do this first thing in the morning, these 3 steps. And it's an awesome way to start my day, because then I start my day with an up vibe. But this is a great trick or a great tip and method to use these 3 things stacked together. You can use them individually and they work. However, by pairing these in a triplet, notice that it's a triplet. Nikola Tesla told us that the secrets of the universe are tied to the 369. Doing things in threes, my friends and gems, is part of the key. So by doing the first step of the physiological sighs, 2 sighs followed by an exhale, doing 3 sets, you're doing it 3 times, 3 sets, then you're doing the eye desensitization technique. You see, you don't have to be perfect to do this. I hope you can laugh at me and with me and for me, and that you can also do it for yourself, because when I laugh at myself, I get endorphins, which is a good thing. And it also proves to you that there's no pretense here. And whatever it is that you're doing in life, we're all gonna make mistakes. It's not a big deal. You gotta laugh at and with and for yourself and with others too, because life is a journey, not a destination. I know that sounds cliche, but life is too short to be wound up so tight, okay? So step 1, step 2, and then the last one, step 3, willpower, hands up, fists. You're doing your lymphatic flush simultaneously, hip movement, it's fun. If you do this with others, can you imagine what your workplace, how the vibe would increase if you started to set a session in the morning and a session in your afternoon, twice a day, just 5 minutes. You have a group of you, maybe 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you. I don't know how many people you work with, but if you were to take a few of you, just 2 of you, and you start to do this, that energy is not contained to you. That's something that affects other people around you. So you're doing this for yourself and the greater good of all, because as your vibe, as your good mood and attitude increases, it affects everybody else here. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube. People entrain to your way of feeling and being. There is a video, there's several videos. There's one with I think 72 metronomes. You just Google it on YouTube or search it on YouTube and check out the 72 metronome experiment, where you see 72 metronomes at the beginning. They're all out of whack, they're all out of order. And in less than 4 minutes, they're all entrained and they're all moving at exactly the same beat. It's absolutely uncanny. And we see this all in nature, we see this all throughout us. And I love what Oprah said years ago. She says, I am not just responsible for the energy that I allow into my space and into my presence. I am also responsible for the energy with which I show up and I bring into any space that I am in. And so it's with that I leave you here today. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in to Love and Money Secrets TV. And oh, by the way, notice how you have received a benefit right now. And I would love, absolutely adore to hear from you and have you share how this has made you feel. Once you did this, rewind this video, watch it over again, and do the steps with me and tell me what you feel immediately. And if you would come back 30 minutes from now and tell me how you feel 30 minutes later, I would absolutely love that. Who knows? Maybe one of you might win one of the t-shirts that we're giving away, the Killer Influence t-shirts, which are pretty cool looking. You've seen them here on the broadcast before. They're black with the teal, James Bondsy looking kind of thing. So one lucky person is gonna win that. So try that out. Hit the like button. I'm sure you like this. And please do subscribe if you haven't yet. Yes, notice that if you subscribe, you're gonna get a really good feeling. I infuse these videos with a lot of positive vibe, energy, and other different things, which you will find out as we move forward and you keep on watching these videos. And last but not least, hit that notification bell, because if you hit that notification bell, then every time I upload a new video, you will be notified and you will be gratified to know that you've been informed of what's up and coming. So that's it. Tune in, tapping in, turning on to Love and Money Secrets TV. I'm Dame Lillian Walker, and as usual and as always, ciao for now.